Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, my dear brothers and sisters. No matter where you at. Peace and blessings. Power to the people. It's a beautiful time to be alive. To see our people coming together and being awakened under one common cause, and that's to come together. We know why. And then look at the focal point. Look at where it began at Africa. And look what Africa is producing. You gotta love it. A lot of people don't look to Africa because they don't understand. Africa is the source. And I know because of us. Wherever we at, it gives others life. It brings energy to whatever agenda they got going on. And that's a fact. Because we don't establish no agendas. Mm-mm. But it's a new day. Because you have to. And especially if you have been awakened in your heart. You know what time it is. You got nothing to do with all this debate, all this religion and all that. No. Do the right thing. The right thing. That's how you establish. And then, especially us that's in the word, establish the word. The right way. There's a lot of things changing real fast. But the one thing that remains the same is law, the word. So I pray that we wise to that. And I see a lot of us awakening. And we're returning to that word, which is good. That's good. Because that gives you your solid foundation. In the midst of, regardless of what's going on in the world, but in the midst of all this uncertainty, we hear it all day around the clock. But what's important to me is knowing that there's a counter. You know, I represent the counter. I don't represent everything Satan doing. I don't care what he doing. What is the Most High doing? Am I actively pursuing, walking in his instruction? You know, am I moving upright? I don't want to hear about no. We know America's under judgment. And what? America is the daughter of Babylon. Because it represents that same system. It came out of the Babylonian system. Now, the Babylonians, the Medes and Persians, Medo-Persia, Greece, and Rome. Well, these are the descendants. Now you'll understand. With all that's going on right now, Africa's choosing to stand on its own and taking control like they should, rule and have dominion in their sovereign nations. Can't nobody say none of them. And it's causing a reaction that these greedy ass people we know, like they don't know how to work with other people or do business. Don't know. I was having a conversation with somebody today and I'm like, I don't do business with America because they feel they have to try and tell you how you should go about. Like, I don't need you to tell me nothing. And the people got that shit bad. I'll be like, man, I'm 52 years old. If I haven't learned all this time, something wrong with that. But no, yes, share. But know that I'm one that's in the vineyard. I'm in the books. I'm searching the word and I'm using it and applying it in real life. This ain't no just so I can accumulate a bunch of knowledge. Knowledge without action is what? It's nothing. I don't care how many books you know, like how many different languages you know. Are you using it? And if you're using it, is it empowering you, making your situation better? And in turn, are you using it to aid others and teaching them? That's what it matters. I don't care how many books you got, what doctorates you got. You know, because you could be the one with all the education can be the one that's bound. You're bound by philosophies from men, which your every action and thought you have to answer to them. Because if you do some outside context of what they taught you, and how I know because of how when you discuss certain things, according there's law. Law you can't get around, no matter which means instruction. No matter what you do, you need to read the instruction. Well, when you bring that out and you take it to the root of where it's coming from, which is biblical, people look crazy and confused. Like, why you have to bring that up? Like, that's the foundation. Duh. It's not coming from no man. Whatever the Most High created and intended, it's coming through you. You. And we're not all the same. Mm-mm. You got what all of us in measure, but not all the same. And we are not all the damn same. And I gotta speak the truth so we can wake our people up. But Africa, that's all I like to really talk about is Africa in the word because I see the two intertwine so heavily. And then I'm seeing that when you hear us talking about the awakening, that's what it is. It's biblical. You don't got nothing to do with the world or somebody coming up with their own way of thinking. No, it's rooted in law, the natural law. 8 minutes ago, chaos in Paris. The French capital was buried by a severe hailstorm. Yeah, God tired of y'all ass. Stop doing wicked. LeBron James sends a letter to Ibrahim Traore. That's what's up, LeBron. That man your age, but you see how that man moving, don't you? That man is not moving according to the world. He's moving according to his creator. Yeah, you can have all that, but ain't none of that amounting to that natural power. You know God is working in that man's life. And they can't take that from him. That's what I love. He's working the essence of the word, which when you hear it, it commands you to be. And you have to be sincere about it and be real about it. I want to hear it, please.
Where he had just finished watching a documentary about Ibrahim Traore, the young president of Burkina Faso, who was courageously challenging neocolonialism with unwavering resolve. Inspired, LeBron decided to do something different, grabbing a sheet of paper.
Let me do my video. I'll check that out in a minute. But that's good. That's what I'm talking about. People are gravitating towards life. Remember, the Creator said, choose this day. I don't care what your religion is. Whatever principles they are, that principle we know is law, established by the Creator of the world, whoever it is to you. You know what I'm saying? There's law at work. So we understand there's a greater at work, which means instructions. Don't get it twisted. I'm not speaking about Moses or Moses' seat. We talking about the instructions of the eternal, and they work perfectly. He don't need you interpreting nothing. He needs you to be willing to receive what you're reading and to have faith in it, believe it with your whole heart, mind, and soul, and to uphold it as you sojourn through life in a righteous manner, doing what he sent you here to do: build his kingdom, establish his ways, his knowledge. We want to share what we know. We want to share what's been revealed because we want you to know. We want to keep you up to speed. And we want your experience to be profitable the way the Creator designed it, not according to the world or what men say or think. Uh-uh. We are tapped into the eternal. That's what it means to be awakened. Now, I pray a lot of y'all do awaken and don't remain asleep. You're chosen for a reason. Now it's time to show up. For such a time like this, look at Africa. And I'm going to keep promoting Africa. I'm going to start making shirts talking about it because it's representative of what I read in the Bible. And some of his people, a lot of his people scattered. We know who we are. We know the time according to thus says the Most High. It's written already. So these nations who his people were scattered into, we know they're being judged. We know of a surety. Look at what's going on around them. They're planning to try and make better and make corrections. But as you can see, it's not in their hands, family. It's not working out in their best interest. Let's be logical. Let's use let's use our brain for a second and really look at things with clear eyes, with a clear mind, and be objective, and have enough honor to tell people the truth. If you don't put your hand to the plow, if you don't get knowledge, and in turn take that knowledge where you can use it, where it betters your life and those that are around you, then what do you eat? What's the purpose? It's time to let that go and move on. This hour that we're in, we know there's a greater at work that's spoken from eternity. That's what we see in that work. And any nation that's making laws, passing laws, and setting up governments and all that too. That's why I like how Burkina Faso moved. He stepped into the government, but he's not acting as a president. He's acting as a soldier. What he pledged to do, and he's doing it in a leadership capacity that far exceeds any president or any of these other people are doing. It's scriptural. That area where they coming from, and we know of a surety. There has always been highly divine spiritual beings in and around that whole continent, in each country, divinely created and aligned men, women, and children, if they choose to tap into their divinity. We know it's a chosen bloodline in there. You might not like it and you don't want to hear it, and you're going to say, oh no, Christ fulfilled all that. Yeah, he did. But he didn't do away with the covenant given to the house of Shem. That is the template the Father used. He chose them to create what he created and fashioned in these people to become his priests and representatives. Man can't remove that. Oh, God did away. No, you're a lie. Where in the Bible does it say that? Moses wasn't no Christian. Abraham wasn't no Christian. Jesus was no Christian. Paul was no Christian. Peter was none of the disciples, no Christians. That came from another group that's a part of Babylon, because that's another religion introduced into the world. That's what that came from. Another religion that was formed out of the Father's word. Remember, Psalms 147, he showed this word unto Jacob. Why? His statutes and judgments unto Israel, to establish his kingdom, to prepare you for such a time. Yeah. Africa is going to continue to rise. Won't nothing stop that. It's biblical. He's going to regather his people. And seeing this man here, Ibrahim Traore, acting in the capacity that he acting, I know the time. I don't need you to tell me the time. I'm not paying. America is crumbling. It's going to crumble. Everybody whining about Trump. Oh, did he say it's going to be a recession? If you don't understand that it's already in a recessive form, the way this country is operating, there's something wrong with you. You don't see these nations getting rid of the dollar note. You don't understand what's going on. That means we losing power. They're resulting to using their own form of currency for trade. They may be using the dollar in certain situations, but they're geared, they like in third gear, leaving the dollar. That means inflation. What else is there to back the dollar? Petrol holders cut us off. I believe China ain't sending us no more damn oil, and they ain't buying no more oil from us. I'm gonna have to go and do some more reading on Saudi Arabia. It's been a while, but I think I don't know. Saudi Arabia might be on that same energy, you know? So there's a vacuum created. Guess what that means? A loss of finances, a loss of the foundation of America and what it represents on the trade. Let's look at it from a trade perspective. That means let's look at it from a block model. You on the block, that means you ain't getting no money. Ain't nobody doing no business with you. You just out there. Guess what's gonna happen? Sooner or later, they're gonna run you off. Like, you ain't getting no money. Move your ass around. You just taking up space. And you're gonna feel some kind of way. But no, America, think about it. Yes, it's doing what it needs to do to be corrected, but I understand that there's a greater at work that's causing it to go in a direction that he wants it to go in. Not just America, but I'm looking at every other nation that's connected to that system. Every other one. The ones that's walking away are establishing themselves based on what they have, what their country, the wealth of their country, the natural resources. Yeah, that Wi-Fi cameras. I was just telling somebody, you need to check them out. I probably need to get some and sell them. That's dope. Just throw them up there and wham, get rid of all that other crap. Yes, but I'm paying my eyes is on the West. The word been went out years ago. When you see the West Coast of Africa, you know what I'm saying, starting to rise and taking over, you know what time. Jacob, know that you're Jacob. Understand. That connects you back to the Hebrews. That don't connect you to no religious affiliation. Jacob connects you back to the Hebrew Israelite tribes. Understand that it's your time, your covenant. Ain't about no church. It ain't about trying to pervert the word or none of that. Jacob has a promise. It's his time. It never was no church time. But how the Gentiles came about, that's what the Gentiles established through their, pagan religions. The Most High God of Israel established the law. And you can't do away with it. Christ said, I didn't come to do away with it. I came to fulfill it. So that's what you should be learning, how to fulfill it. That means instruction. Them your instructions. He gave you instructions. If you stay connected to it, we're going to have success and prosperity. I know that 100 absolutely of a surety. Follow every instruction that he gives you. And in each instance, as you use that instruction and approach life, you're going to be successful and you're going to prosper at whatever you're doing. Guaranteed, because why? The scriptures can't be broken, meaning his word, which is law. Don't you see the trees, the sun, the stars, and the moon? God created the sun, the stars, and the moon. Do they fail? No, they do exactly what he designed them to do. And they are connected to a spiritual law that's eternal, family. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but his word shall stand forever, because it establishes life, instruction, and how you should go about living life. Well, that's where I'm at with it, family. And I pray that it's the Holy Spirit that will awaken you. And when you start wanting to reach out to him. If there's something you don't understand in the Bible, you want to reach out to your brothers, leave me a message. I always love to tap into the book because I love the Most High and I love his people. I don't like a lot of us, but I love my people. You know what I'm saying? And all those who love him. I'm not worried about what Dwayne wants. We're worried about what the kingdom has decreed. And the word and the law shall go forth from Zion. Not just the land, but from his people too. We are the tabernacle. Assemble yourselves, brothers and sisters, under his righteousness, right rulership, which is his instruction. And with that, shalom, family. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Be bold, Judah, be bold. Israel, be bold, Gentile.